Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Today is October 21st, 2025. And today we're going to be talking about gold. Is it over? Is the run over? We saw this big, strong sell candle today. And so is the run finally over? Are we finally going to see a correction on gold? All the way back here on August 29th, the Magna Zone indicator signaled a breakout buy here on the daily chart, and what a beautiful breakout buy that was. It ran all the way up to, this is GLD, but it ran all the way up 26%. And then yesterday, as of yesterday's high, and just right now, it is down 6.6%. So is the run finally over? Are we finally seeing the correction on gold? Well, I'm going to come all the way down here. I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to come all the way down here on the 15-minute chart on GLD. And this is GLD, so there's going to be gaps in between. We can even go all the way over to actually, let's just go right to gold as well. Let's just go right to spot gold because I want to show you guys how powerful and just how just crazy these levels on these breakouts have been, right? And I saw this and I was just amazed. I was just absolutely amazed of how strong a breakout of these levels can be on gold. And so when I say that, I'm meaning at these levels right here. And so this is our in our scanner in our Magna Zone. It runs the same engine, and I actually want to show you this. So in my free Telegram, and you guys can get this. In my free Telegram, we actually had this TP. We actually had this gold alert. So we actually had this sell breakout right there. So we actually already have saw this level break. This was at 10 a.m. And it was a very fast trade, very quick. This was only about 44 minutes ago. And then that take profit hit. So let me give out a little thumbs up. So if you're in my Telegram, if you got this for free, or if you're in here for free, don't forget to do those little thumbs up, because I always like to see when people are, finding these trades. And then if you are interested in getting these free alerts, or even just getting inside the support resistance, you can very well do that by there's going to be links in the comments or in the description in this video. I do have a lot of good info on that. So with that being said, what happened? What on earth happened? Well, you see this right here. This level broke. This is a big time level that it broke out. And then it also broke this support. And then it broke. There was actually support coming all the way down here over back here. And it broke that as well. So does this mean that gold is over? The gold run is over? No, this does not mean that. However, there was several key critical levels that have broken, and that's down on the 15-minute. You go to the 30, it doesn't look any better. That being said, it's going to have to find some kind of support. Again, this is a much needed correction on gold. If you guys thought that nobody thought gold was going to continue to run, right? I don't think anybody here watching this or that has been actively trading gold, I don't think anybody thought that, right? But this is a big correction. This is a big, strong correction. Now, are we going to find some support here? That is the big question. Here's a level right here that the Magna Zone printed. We could even get a bounce right here. We'll see. This is okay support. I think a bigger, stronger support level. And this is what I love to do with this, is you can actually up these levels to kind of see where. Let me actually do this, because I want to show you guys this. And so sometimes I do this with this indicator just to kind of see where the strongest. Okay, so this is just making too much sense to me right now. But here is a big, strong level at 4,000. Let's actually map that out. So at 4,062 to 4,055. So this is a big, and you can see this right here. These are strong. These are strong levels of prior resistance that turn into now support. And so basically what support is, if you think about it as say a bed, right? Say you're sleeping on your bed. Well, this is obviously what? This is going to be your support platform. So this is always going to be support, right? And then let's just say this is the ceiling up here, all the way up here. This is going to be, I don't really have a good way to think about that, but this is going to be resistance. And so, and probably most of you guys watching this know about that, but if you don't, that's the difference between support resistance. So support is going to act as, so if it comes down here into this support, it's most likely going to kind of do something like this, right? Now, if it does come into this and just breaks it just suddenly, like we saw up here, you could get something like this, right? So this was going to try to bounce off of this support level right here, and it just fell right through. And so now we're kind of getting a little bit of a bounce here. I expect it to come down into this zone though. This just makes too much sense. Maybe not even today. Maybe it'll do some sideways chop. I can't see it just continuing to just go straight down again. But then again, gold has been just absolutely just crazy. And check this out. So on the hourly, we actually had a bounce up here and then a breakout right there. So absolutely insane. And here's another breakout right there. So that's three in a row, guys. That's 3 in a row for the Magna Zone. And let me actually just share the link here in the chat, because that's actually insane. Let me put this on the pin message as well. So this is the Magna Zone indicator. So essentially this came, and so let me actually replay this. Let's start a new replay. And so right here is when we would have got a buy signal alert. And where is my, there it is right here. So right here, we've got a buy signal alert. So a breakout. So that's a breakout buy, and boom, all the way to the upside. And then, so that's essentially what a buy breakout would look like. A bounce sell, the same thing. As soon as it bounced off of this level, on Monday, it gave a nice bounce sell. Well, that was Monday, I should say. Yesterday, it gave a really solid bounce sell signal. So all the way down there, and then another bounce, a breakout. So there's actually 4 different signals. There's a breakout buy, a breakout sell, a bounce buy, and then a bounce sell. So these in particular, you saw 3 different trade ideas. This was a breakout all the way back on October 13th. This was a bounce, and then this was now a breakdown. So are we going to continue? So if you guys are joining late, anybody's coming in here joining late, we're talking about gold. We're talking about this big sell-off, a massive sell-off today, a big-time sell-off today, and or yesterday, even and coming into today. I don't expect gold run to be over yet. I still think that gold is going to be gold is still going to be strong, especially if there is going to be some uncertainty in the markets. But the S&P just right now, we actually had, look at that circle going up. It's playing out perfectly. So we talked about this over the weekend, and I even did a video on this exact setup where I was saying if it can break this right here, I believe that we can continue to trickle up all the way to all-time highs. I still think that is going to happen by Friday. We got a lot of earnings this week, so who knows? There could be some turds in there, but I think that overall the market sentiment is still very well bullish. If you're going and you're starting to get bearish on things, I don't know what to tell you. The market's just even on these strong sell-off days, it still comes all the way right back into where it was. So if you panic, you lose out on a lot. So that's kind of the lesson of the day. Just don't panic. Don't just go crazy just because we have one day of selling off. I know a lot of folks that just were just going absolutely just bonkers on this big strong move down, and here we are all the way back to where we were um, on the 9th. So really cool, really nice trades. Let's actually review. So we've reviewed gold. Let's we went on SPY. I'm gonna check PayPal just to see how PayPal is doing. Let me actually put this back to where our normal bars are. So we still have some strong momentum on PayPal. I still really like this. I'm still in from down here. As you know, we were talking about this. I had a couple positions on this breakdown right here. What I was trying, or what I was hoping for, is that it was going to come into this and then make a nice move up. It did not. It broke right through it, and so it actually found some support down here. So I ended up grabbing, adding to my position. So we're positioned really well here on PayPal. So really nice looking trade. Another one that I touched on a couple weeks ago is Unity. Unity actually found some a little pop today. So a nice little move here up on Unity. It's still, I think, overall down since we were talking about it, but still not too bad. And I think that Unity can still do really well. Amazon's another one. Amazon is looking pretty strong today. A nice little break up to the upside, even with all the craziness that happened yesterday. Yesterday, isn't that crazy? That literally half the internet was down, and literally the stock just goes up. And I think, the more you think about it, it almost makes you wonder, that how ingrained Amazon is into the internet world. Maybe people are thinking about that and they're thinking like, wow, this is a very important stock. That's the only thing that really makes sense for an outage for hours and hours and hours, and the stock still goes up. It literally doesn't make any other sense but that, where it makes people realize how significant this stock really is. So Amazon is crazy, but it's just absolutely crazy. Another a couple ones that we touched on as well is Target. So Target's making its way back up. We were talking about this down here, how it could potentially turn, and so so Target is looking like a strong upward trend here. Pfizer was one that I got a piece in on. I just really like I really like what it has done here. It seems to have bounced off this trend line 1, 2, 3, 4 times since this initially started right here. It did break down here, but then came right back up and from news. I still like Pfizer here. So if you're in on this, if you want to get in on this, I'm in from yesterday, maybe even a trade something like looks like this, where you have a stop loss somewhere at like 24, about 2-3% away. And then I'm looking for Pfizer to continue to trickle on up here to this prior resistance. So I like Pfizer here, and I like it here at the this resistance here. So a nice trade here looking on Pfizer. We actually have PayPal. Apple was one that, man, it looks strong. Apple does look strong. It does have earnings. And so this does happen with Apple, where it does like to come, from into earnings. It likes to melt up, and then it could dump significantly. So that's happened to me before, where I got in on that initial move up before earnings. But yeah, they have earnings here on October 30th. So about 9 days away. So overall though, markets are looking pretty significantly bullish. Gold is down. So if you're joining in late here, I saw a few of you guys jumped in here. So I appreciate it. And if you guys could do me a favor, is if you could hit the little like button there, and I would just, I mean, I don't really know, we don't really need a comment, but the like button would significantly help. I think that just would help the algorithm and help share this to more folks on YouTube. I'm trying to grow the channel. I'm trying to get more of you guys in here every day. I think this just helps not only me, but it would help some of you guys kind of find some good value by these morning videos. So with that being said, we did touch on gold. What I am seeing here on gold, and let's actually go to spot gold because that's GLD. But I am seeing some major levels that were broken. The Magnazone caught it. The Magnazone was absolutely just positively perfect on it on the hourly. And what a good trades these would have been. Newsflash for myself is I was looking at this buy up or this sell opportunity up here yesterday. I got busy working on just various projects, and I missed it. And the mag zone even gave us, I don't know why it's loading not loading right now, but it gave us a really good a sell up here. And man, that would have been a really nice trade. But it does look like gold could be potentially giving us a little bit of a pullback here. Yeah, right there, that was that nice bounce right there. So what a perfect trade. Magnazone, and again, you guys can see that in the comments. One of my favorite, probably my favorite indicators on TradingView. It's very simple. It's literally support resistance, and I have a little formula to where it won't just give you a trade every single time. It has to meet certain criteria for us to get a breakout and bounce sells and buys and all that other stuff. But yeah, so overall though, really cool. Really cool to see some of these levels break and getting some of these trades. So upside target PayPal was 77 eventually. Let me look at the chart again. I had a target of up here to 77. This is a really solid. I'm still very much bullish on PayPal, and I want to see that get to 77. I think it can. I think we can get there very soon. We do have earnings also coming up on October 28th. I think earnings are going to be fine as well. I think that just they've been doing a lot of cool things recently. There's been a lot of news coming up. Their earnings haven't been, all that bad. They've actually surprised the last 4. So we're expecting kind of the same deal here. And I don't pay a lot of, I look for solid stocks, but I don't, I just don't put all my focus into earnings, things like that. But, they have been doing decently well, and it's just been literally just pulling back, and it's kind of been going sideways the last couple months here. But yeah, I still like it. I still like PayPal long. We've been talking about it here on these lives for the last few times. But yeah, I think 77 is a good level to maybe get out of some of these trades. I'm in a. Let me actually look at my option that I'm still holding in here. It is the November, because I don't want to say it is the December 19th. It is the December 19th 80. So that is the one that so my average cost is 147. So we're actually up. Yeah, I'm actually up on this now. So my average cost 147. So right now it's sitting at 176. So I think this, if this does come up here, I mean, that's going to be a really solid gain right there. So yeah, so I this is one of my bigger ones that I'm holding. But yeah, I got that. And if it does come down, then we'll see if we can get saved by earnings. But I think that we'll come on all the way up here, at least to 77, before I'll start thinking about getting out of some of these options. Anything else in my portfolio here that I'm in? I got some Solana, just a very small piece. I was kind of yeah, so Solana actually is having a nice little move up today. So that's cool. Good to see altcoins after this big sell off there. But anyways, yeah, so pretty solid overall day. Solid overall day today. I'm actually up 2. Oh, I know why I'm up actually. And I don't recommend these all the time. But I just been I've been messing around with some YOLO trades here and there. We like to call them YOLO, but Beyond Meat is just it's just a meme right now. But I saw the amount of volume, and actually, holy cow, we're already at 635 million. So Beyond Meat was all the way down here at 50 cents. And then it just shot up yesterday, 100, I think it was like 140%, 142% at the high. And now from just 2 days ago, it's sitting at almost, let's see where we're at right here, 245%. So I did get in down here, and then I actually sold off today. I got like 200 shares, and I just sold them today. So I was up a little bit there. I don't, memes are, and this could continue to go rocket to the upside. And actually what I'm seeing here now is it broke this. If we want to do some technical analysis on this, and again, whenever they're memeing, you never know where they're going to go. But I do see some really solid, just with a magazine here, I do see some really solid resistance, right here at $5 or almost $5. That's still a significant amount away. That is another 100% away. Now, with the amount of volume, right, there is 635 million. And I repeat, 635 million in volume. The next closest one is 55, and that's Ford today. That's 55 million. So, I mean, the amount of volume that this thing is getting, just from the last 2 days, it actually hit over 1 billion yesterday. And that's just due to, there's a lot of variety of reasons. But I think it's just due to, it's just it's just such a cheap stock that a lot of folks, even like me, just jump, like, oh shoot, I'll grab 200 shares. I mean, whatever, it's only a couple percent of my, it's not even a couple percent. It's just a small percentage. So I might as well just jump in, see if I can, get a quick gain. And it did. So it worked out. Yeah, so Beyond Meat, I mean, really cool. It's a cool story. I don't think I would ever eat fake meat. I don't know about you guys. It doesn't sound very appealing to me. And they've been literally, on the verge of bankruptcy, but they're being saved right now. At least their stock is. They're being saved by all this meme opportunity. They are planning to increase availability of over 200 Walmart stores. That's actually probably obviously that's good news. I don't think this is news though. I think this is all literally just a short squeeze is all this is. It's a short squeeze. But yeah, interesting stock there. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I got some cool stuff that I have been working on, and it is something that you'll be hearing about here very shortly. I would share some sneak peeks, but you know what? Why not? I'm feeling a little bit excited about this today. So this is a sneak peek of it. So this is my so not only do I love support resistance, I am a big time triangle breakout trader, and so I love trading breakouts. So this is going to be some alerts that I'm going to be sharing here soon. So some triangle alerts. So essentially, if there's a triangle that breaks, I'll have a TP, stop loss, entry. I don't know if any of that sounds interesting to you guys, but that's the kind of trading that I love. Triangles, support resistance, fundamentals. You cannot beat that. Ooh, Apple actually fell. Not too bad. All right. Anything else that jumps out before I go? Google's down. That's not surprising. Anything else that's pumping? Unity, man, that's crazy. You know what's crazy about Ford is I was actually watching. I actually had I actually grabbed some shares here. I got a little move, and I got out right at this resistance, but then it just keeps pumping. So wow, crazy. I did not think that it was going to continue to break this resistance, but it did. So good on Ford. Must be. I don't know if there's. Oh, they have earnings soon as well. I think Ford's another one that likes to make moves before earnings. Yeah. So this one was a down move. But yeah, a lot of these stocks, when you'll notice them right before earnings, you'll just start to see them just. A lot of times whenever earnings is whenever you see like the minus 10, 50, or 5-10%, you'll see them pump right before earnings. So, but anyways, all right, guys. Well, that's it for today. Appreciate everybody jumping in and joining. Again, if you are watching this live or if you're watching this later, if you could, I appreciate it if you give that a quick little thumbs up. And I mean, if you could share it if you want, that would be cool as well. But I'm trying to get us to. It'd be cool to get maybe like 100 people in here every morning. I just think that that'd be a good time, and we can actually. What I want to do, what my main goal is to get a lot of feedback from you guys. So say like, hey, can you check out Nike stock, right? So I'll go over Nike stock. I'll throw on whatever indicator you want me to throw on, either the Magazone, the TriTrader. I have so many different systems that you would want to maybe check out on a specific stock, and then we could go from there. So that's something that I see a vision later on. So we'll see if we can make that happen. But yeah, I think 100 would be really cool in here every morning. So that's kind of like my goal right now is to get 100 folks in here every morning, just to kind of teach you guys what I'm seeing here on some of these stocks. So all right, well, that's it for me for the day, and I will catch